Cheers, guys. Really hoping I don't knock over my stand. So this is kind of a cool box. I love the white part. The white part is very cool, and it has certificate of box maker. This was made in Walla Walla, Washington. So anyhow, you can see I've got some kind of a mark there, and I did clean it. I tend to wipe it down like with peroxide or something. So I'm just going to put this bottom on it. I'm just using very cheap cardstock. This is Dollarama, $4 for 24. People don't like it because it has a white tear side on it. That doesn't really bother me. I want to use this box as another tray. My other tray already got busy into another I just flipped it into a cupboard. See, it's got the white. People don't like that. That's where you're kind of getting told to buy the more expensive ones if you don't like that white. But that's the way it comes when you get it from the dollar store. Because I like grunge, I don't mind it. So I'm just going to do a cover on the bottom this time. I usually don't do a cover on the bottom, but I just thought, why not? Be a great piece for another project. And I also just use the El Cheapo glue too. As long as you're patient enough to let it set, it's stickety-boo. Because I do recycling and stuff and I'm trying to save things, I think this might have actually been a parcel box originally. I'm just using this brush here. Glue down there. It's super fun to have a white box, because if you can imagine, if I wanted to do painting, I wouldn't have had to do too much of a base to get the color to come out right. But instead, I think that it's a bird encyclopedia that I have, and I have so many birds, and the size of the birds fit perfectly for the size of the box, so that's what I decided to do. If you want a better glue for doing this, my absolute favorite, but it's getting very expensive now, is Aleene's tacky glue. This one. Fabuloso. Wish it wasn't getting more expensive though. I love it. You can water it down a little bit too if you need it to go a little bit farther to finish a project. Let's just get that down there. This is not going to be seen, that's why oftentimes I don't do the bottom at all. But this one took a little bit of a beating, so I thought, okay, I'll look after them. And this glue will work fine. You just have to wait and let it dry. And then later on, you may want to come in and work on some corners or something. But it's typically just fine. So the book that I'm using is National Geographic Birds of North America. So all I'm doing is taking out some nice images. Actually, I'll use a narrower one. a second. Oh, I knew I was gonna bump you. You're still alive. Oh no, my face is small. Let me get this over. Alright. I'm still trying to push you. Okay, I'll move it over. Hey, you get down there. I have a heavy book I can put on there. There we go. I'm just going to take out a couple more pages. Seems like 2 pages work, and then I can patch if I want to. Because of the white background, it's not that bad. Yeah, birds, National Geographic. Tons and tons. I think it tells you, actually. 800 maps. Oh, this one doesn't tell you, but the 4th edition, Field Guide to North America, National Geographic. I love it. Been using it for a lot of projects, so I thought, alright then, I shall use it for this one. So I think I'll probably finish this here now. And I have a refill. I buy the really big bottle of this, and I just keep filling it out. Filling it up again. That's how much glue I actually use. Hold on. This is the big refill one. So, just keeps my costs down on my projects by using this kind of glue. Because I will come back tomorrow and check my edges and make sure they're all dry and sealed, and if I need to add any more little bits of glue I can. And then if there's small little sections, I might be able to show that to you in a second. Let's just get this last one done. So now I have the box. So it's the outside down. I hope I get this right. Even though it's got the white finish, it still absorbs quite a bit of glue. I love it, love it, love it, love it. I wonder if I need more than 2 on here. I might. Let's see how that goes. You can put this one on. Bring it down a little bit. You don't want to get it right on that corner. Then we can put this one on. Right about there. And we have a little bit of room for another piece there. I do have some other sections here. Let's just add that little bit there. And we shall flatten it out a little. Just press it down thing. We are going to have an amazing blue box now. So you can just tear this off if you want, or we can just cut it gently without cutting our cardboard. bonus of having a white box. Come on. I'm gonna come off there. Not quite. I use a blade all the time, so I'm kind of used to how deep I need to cut it. You can see I still have glue on here, so I'm going to just add a little bit there. And push that down again. Then we're going to lift that up without banging you. You can see all the pieces of the bird pages I have left. And then I'm just going to cut this off. Oh, whoops. And I did because once again on this box, I have two sides, two thicknesses on one edge, and a single thickness on the other edge. So I did add another piece for that right there. Okay, ready to see it go together? So the part that I added another piece is this side has an extra, it's just a box lid, and this side, come on, upsy daisy, this one has an extra box lid in it, okay? So the first thing we do, we bring this up, we sink this into our little part there. You can actually put these inside. I did some stocking, so we had to do a lot of boxes. So I just decided to fix it before I put it together. And this one has got to get over here. There you go. Now we're going to pull it up. And hopefully I have all my birds standing up the right way. And then we're going to pull it up. Push that in. And how cool is that for a really cool bird box? I love it, I love it. So, what I can do, see I have a little bit of a gap here, is once I check and make sure all of my edges are perfectly sealed or trimmed, this can be trimmed a little bit here, is I will go in, I'll show you. I want to tighten this corner. Do you see that corner? See it? I want to tighten that corner because it wants to wow. That, which is why I had to put extra thickness on here. So I'm just going to add some of my bitter glue. My absolutely favoriteest of favorites. And I'm going to shove it into here. It's going to go into here. Let's do the other side. Some of my papers are loose, and like I said, don't worry about it. I'm going to come back after it's really dry, and I'll work on that. I might give myself an edge enclosure, but I kind of like the look of the cardboard, so I probably won't. So we're just going to get this Aleene glue in there super nicely, okay? And I have to do these one at a time. Please wipe this off. if you don't wipe that off, you won't be able to get the lid off very easy. Take that glue off before you close it. So I have to do each of the sides individually. Okay, I don't need glue sticking out here. Now I'm going to turn this around and push that in so it's nice and tight where I want it. Then I'm going to put my weight in there. And I'm going to make that no longer an opening box. If you understand my message. So once this one is completely nice and tight, I'll flip it around and do the other side. Okay? Hope you like it.